The first thing we talked about out of the stand is that we want you to take a full swing. Ultimately, hitting out of the sand requires a certain amount of force. So if you take a little tiny short backswing, you're probably not creating enough force to really get the ball out and get it to where you need it to be. So the main thing we want you to do is really just take a full swing. Pretend like you're trying to hit it as far as you can. And ultimately, taking a lot of sand won't let it go very far. But step one is to make sure you're taking a really big swing. Part of that really big swing is that we want you to hinge the club a lot, like really kind of hinge it quick and pick it up real quick, because to get it up in the air you need to come really hinge it quick so that you're going up quick and then you can come down on it quick. So that's how you're going to make the swing real long. It's real important that you get a full amount of wrist hinge on these bunker shots, maybe even a little bit quicker or a little bit more than a normal shot. But so you're taking a full swing and then you're really hinging the club. Part of it is just hit a lot of sand. You've taken a big swing, you've hinged the club, then you just got to make sure that you hit a lot of sand. That's going to be obviously pretty important there. You don't want to end up hitting way behind it or anything. You can have your weight a little bit more forward on your left foot, but really take a lot of sand. Ultimately, the ball just won't go very far if you do that. So like we said, you're leaning a little bit more on your left foot, and then from there, like we said, the things with the hinging and the full swing. Alright, so now we're looking at your position on the range on your full swing. I think ultimately you're doing a pretty fair job of staying back away from the ball. You're not thrusting in too much. We can see where you come in a little bit from that line. That's where you started. You're doing okay with it, but anything that you hit on the heel feels real thin, or anything you hit behind it, those are a couple signs of that maybe you did drift in a little bit too much. If you're back farther, you'll avoid those kinds of shots. And the next time you come in, we'll start working on a few other things that I noticed on the range there. But for now, I would just stick with that on the full swing. Just you're doing a lot of the other things while your wrist is in good position. So just try and stay back as much as you can and avoid those fatter heeled shots.